Hi, welcome to the Get Ready with God podcast. My name is Julie Taylor, and I am your host, and I am not God. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I'm not even a scriptorian. I'm literally just a girl sitting in front of a microphone, hoping God is real. The Get Ready with God podcast is the daily devotional podcast to help you see divinity in every day. I'm distracted because my daughter is texting me incessantly, asking me if we can get the chicken nuggets from the food truck at the high school football game tonight. I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And I will be buying her chicken nuggets because I think 12-year-old girls deserve every advantage in life. Okay, I need to tell someone about what happened on my way to work yesterday. And look, this is a stretch. Basically, I just want to tell you this happened. And so I'm going to turn it into a lesson that can make something applicable for this podcast. But it actually does fit, so don't worry, it's not too much of a stretch. But the most delightful thing happened to me on the way to work yesterday. I was sitting at a stoplight waiting to get on the freeway. And I looked to my right, and what did I see but a man alone in a Honda Fit. You know, the tiny little Honda Fits. He was alone in a Honda Fit, and he was playing a recorder with all his heart. He was sitting there with both hands and his whole chest playing a recorder alone in his car on the on-ramp to the freeway. And I have never been happier to see anything in my whole life. I wanted to take a photo, but I believe in protecting privacy of people in public. Like, why do we think it's okay to just take pictures of strangers? I don't think that that's something we should do. But I am going to talk about it. I'm going to tell everyone because I have never been happier on my commute in my whole life. And I couldn't stop thinking about it all day because I just was so happy. I don't know what the parable of the recorder man, I need a catchier name. I don't have a better name. Parable of the weasel was good, but anyways, take that for what you will. Maybe I just need to tell the story and you're going to learn your own lesson from a man alone in a Honda Fit playing a recorder on a Thursday morning. What I personally gained from it was, one, let's just surprise and delight each other on this planet, okay? Life sucks. Life's hard. Let's make it better by doing great things like playing the recorder in our cars. And how do we do that? I believe by being ourselves. And again, I'm projecting a lot onto this situation because I don't know this man. Maybe he doesn't feel weird at all about playing his recorder. Maybe he isn't accepted as a recorder player in his home, so he's forced to play in secret in his car. Maybe he's been rejected. I don't know. We could make up whatever story we want to be whatever we need it to be. But it did make me think about something that I've been thinking a lot about, and I know that we've talked about, is that I believe we are divinely created to be ourselves, and we are who we are on purpose. I spent a lot of my life trying to mature out of things and grow out of things and fix things that I now believe were given to me by a divine creator with intent and purpose. They just look different than I thought. And the main one that I reference often is my rebellious nature. I kind of have an F you attitude, and I've needed to learn how to manage that. But I now believe that I was given this to create a rebellion in a way that I never anticipated. And that is the rebellion of choosing to believe and choosing divinity, even when it's hard. And there's a lot of evidence to the contrary. And even when it's super unpopular. I think I was uniquely equipped to do this and to choose this and to fight for this and to lead this. I just think that I've seen it in my kids where some of the parts that make it really challenging to raise each kid, I believe, are the parts that I am sent to fiercely protect because they're going to need it. They're going to need these parts of them that might make it harder or uncomfortable for me to parent, but will make them capable of embracing their divinity and their divine purpose. And so that is the parable of the recorder. Number one is you are divinely created as yourself, so be it. But two, I also think that when we talk about divine identity and purpose and life's work, we can get really, really intense about it and expect these really big things. And everything we do, we can kind of ask ourselves, is this the thing? Is this my purpose? I think that the man in the car in the Honda Fit playing the recorder is fulfilling his purpose by playing the recorder alone in his car. And I think all of us, by existing as we are living our life's purpose. And maybe it doesn't need to be so deep and heavy and intense all the time. Maybe it's lighter than we think. And maybe we're already doing it in each phase of our life. And maybe there's not one big thing that is our life's purpose. Maybe we're just supposed to do our best and love each other and try to choose to believe and not quit and keep going. And maybe that's enough. I don't know. It would be really fun to have some epic tale and hero's journey and life's work and feel really, really like I did it. This is my purpose. But I think we find fulfillment in different things in different phases of life. And I think we're called to do different things in different stages of life. And there's not just one thing. But I think if we keep going and we don't quit, which we talked about last week, and if we try to align our choices with God, I think we'll always end up in the right place. More than ending up in the right place, I think that every step is part of the purpose. So basically, maybe it's just not that deep, you know? Maybe we're just meant to play the recorder in our car, and maybe that's enough. I don't know. Those are some things I've been thinking about since I saw that blessed man yesterday. Do any of you know him? Is this someone's man? Can you claim him? Anyways, I hope you all play the recorder alone in your car. I hope you all have a beautiful life, beautiful day, or at least put that in your pipe and smoke it. Love you. Bye.